Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to episode 40 of Crystalline Rays. My name is Rena Dwelly. I am a master dowser, master geomancer, and spiritual alchemist. And I assist beautiful souls all over the world in welcoming abundant health, wellness, success, and happiness into their lives. Guys, I know it's been a while. I am so excited to be here with you today. Please forgive me. It's like the 4th of July happened and I took a little vacation, spent some time with my family, and then I ended up getting really busy. My schedule really picked up, but I'm here and I'm back and I am excited to share this with you. So, before we get into the show, you know that I really like to smudge and make sure that we start with a nice, fresh energy, whether it's for the day, the week ahead, whenever you are tuning in. Know that this goes beyond space and time, and we can cleanse and clear anytime. So, into this beautiful flame, please allow any heaviness you are carrying to be washed away. And that was pretty quick, so things must be pretty clear. Welcome some of this beautiful smoke into your heart, into your space, and into your chakras. I love my smudging. It's so good, just refreshing, and it smells beautiful. So I'm going to stick this over here and we'll just let it burn until it needs to burn out, releasing any illusions, fear, any old programs, any karmic patterns that we are hanging on to that are ready to be released, allowing us to set ourselves free and move forward with our beautiful journeys. All right, guys, episode 40, I have a fun little story to share with you about the keys of the universe, Muladhara Key. If you're watching the video, you can see that I am holding this up so you can see what it is. This beautiful key it's pure copper and adorned with garnet, okay? So your Muladhara is your root chakra, okay? And your root chakra is all about the foundations of your life. It is tuning into, excuse me, smudge smoke. It is tuning into, excuse me, one more time while I take a drink of water. It is tuning into our foundational pieces that have made us who we are. Food, shelter, water, nutrients, how we have grown, how we have been supported in our lives by our family, by our friends, our ability to manifest our hopes, dreams, and desires. We're going to talk about all of it. So here is my story. And it's kind of an oldie, but it's a goodie. At the end of February 2020, my mom and I had the opportunity to take the keys of the universe on a brand new adventure. I had been invited to a local vendor show, and I was excited to share these amazing tools with my community in person. Something that I hadn't done during that time. It was actually, we released our very first one, the Alchemy Key, in July 2019. And this vendor event was in February 2020. So just a few months after. Now, an amazing gentleman, he was an older gentleman, just a sweet soul who was really into energy. He practiced energy work, though he said he wouldn't have necessarily described it as Reiki or anything else. He just had this innate sense that he was connected to energy, which, that is absolutely strongly possible. If you got it, you got it, right? And you have the ability to tune in and tap into those energies. Anyway, he approached my table and shared that he was really drawn to the Muladhara Key. And I was busy visiting with a few other customers at the time, and my mom mentioned that there was probably a reason that he was drawn to that key. And it was calling to him for a reason. At the first chance, my mom mentioned, or she grabbed my attention, excuse me, to visit with this gentleman a little more in depth on all of the amazing things that this key can do. And I was explaining to him that this key hones in and supports you in energetically clearing, sustaining, and maintaining your rich chakra. And he shared that his wife had had some health issues. And due to these health issues, she experienced a lot of pain, a lot of discomfort, and she wasn't able to sleep well in many years. And she just suffered from a lot of physical ailments. I recommended, because this was the key that he was drawn to, putting it near her while she sleeps, or even tucking it in her pillowcase to see if that would help. Okay, so he got one, he took it home, and, I just kind of figured that, that would kind of be the end of the story there. But here is the really amazing part. The next day, he came back, and my mom and I were kind of walking around this vendor event, checking out some of the other things that were there before the show started. And he tracked us down. He wanted to share. Excuse me. Ooh, my ear tickles. Angels must be speaking to me. He came back and shared that he was rubbing his wife's feet and legs and had placed the key on the opposite leg that he was rubbing. And she was just astonished at how quickly her pain disappeared and how much better her legs felt. That night, he decided to slip the key in her pillowcase, and she ended up receiving a full night's rest, something that had not happened in many years. I mean, it was something as simple as he said that he rubbed her feet every night, and as he was rubbing like her left leg, he placed this key on her right leg, and just she could feel that energy. I thought that was just so, so cool. I was so excited to hear this news, and I thanked him for coming back to share that story with me. That is something that is so meaningful to me, and I really appreciate all the feedback that I receive on these beautiful tools. That day, he came to buy the rest of the Muladhara chakra keys that I had at the show. And I had about 12 of these keys at the show that day that he had purchased, the second day that he had purchased. And he reminded me just how special these tools are, and that I really needed to do whatever was possible to share the keys with the universe, with the world. And that's kind of when everything really came into spectrum for me. It was just beautiful, amazing. I made sure that I put these on Etsy to share them. I had them on Etsy, but I just started to do things a little bit differently and making sure that I shared these tools with all of the people that I could reach. So it just really, really amazing. Here I am today sharing just one of these amazing stories that I have heard since our journey with these beautiful keys have started in July 2019. And I hope that you love it just as much as I do. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about what the Muladhara Key is. The Muladhara Key is made of pure copper. It is adorned with faceted garnet and activated with a specialized cosmic formula of Saturn, earth energies, the first chakra, Yantra, in a high vibrational environment. The keys of the universe, Muladhara Key, will absolutely take your journey to the next level. Now, Muladhara is one of the few known names for the first chakra. Mul meaning base, Adhara meaning support. This key lends energy to and supports the first chakra, located at the very base of your spine. So it's your root chakra. The first chakra holds and reflects aspects of safety, security, survival, physical needs, the very basic physical needs, financial stability, health, and wellness. Actively working to care for your first chakra will result in resolving imbalances to support you psychologically, physically, and spiritually, which is absolutely the true purpose of chakra medicine. Guys, this key is beautiful. You can see that it has 2 loops. Okay. It has like a split loop, or 2 loops. I guess I should just call it a 2 loop. It has this beautiful faceted garnet, and it is about 7 inches in length. I'm just going to hold it up, so if you're watching the video, you can check it out. And if you're listening to this on a podcast, just make sure that you go seek this out on my website. I think you're really going to like this. When our beliefs, which are usually created in response to our experiences in our family of origin, support our identity as a spiritual being, we easily manifest money, love, a desirable career, and optimum physical health. That quote is by Cindy Dale. She is an amazing author of a beautiful chakra book that I have. And I found that in one of her books. I absolutely love it. I had to share that in this description because it is just amazing. The keys of the universe, Muladhara Key, energetically supports you in clearing, sustaining, and maintaining your first chakra. Now, some of you know that I connect in and channel Prince. Prince has shared that the Muladhara is the gateway to the 5th dimension. Building your base energy will open the elevator of your chakras that leads to the higher frequency of energy. As you do the work and support your first chakra, it will emanate light that creates a path to the higher chakras to access the higher dimension of energy. What do you guys think of that? How cool is that? It is really a cool tool. I will tell you, when I activated the very first key, when I was tuning in, receiving the download, and doing the activation for this, at that time, I was experiencing really bad hip pain. I had fallen probably a couple of months beforehand. It was really icy out. It was Black Friday. My husband and I went to this wonderful little kitchen store to get some of our favorite olive oil. It's like caramelized garlic, and then there's a mushroom and sage one. Anyway, as I was getting out of the car, it was so slippery. I literally slid under the car, and it was extremely painful. So I was hopping along for a couple of months, and after the activation, like, I could just really feel that intense, beautiful energy. After the activation, I had set this down on my coffee table and decided to take a little snooze cruise with my puppy dogs, Peyton and Zeus, at the time. And I could feel my hip twitching. It was really, really wild. I couldn't believe it. All of a sudden, it stopped twitching. The pain was completely gone. It was kind of crazy. I sat up and I was like, what in the world happened? And I looked over, and the Muladhara Key was sitting directly across from where I was at, probably within a couple feet of where I was at, just laying on the coffee table. So how interesting is that? I mean, it's a really interesting tool. Here are some quick suggestions on how to work with the Muladhara Key. This is an incredible tool to assist you in meditation, as it aligns you with high vibrational frequencies of healing and transformation. It's beautiful. Use the Muladhara Key in any and all chakra work, even like I mentioned, even just a quick little meditation. You could just place this on an area of your body that is experiencing pain or discomfort, or somewhere on your body where you just want to give it a little more light energy. You can place the Muladhara chakra key on your healing altar. Some people have a little place where they light a candle for healing, call in their guides and their angels and ask them to assist with this beautiful healing that they are requesting. This would be a great tool to be specific on the healing. You can we just talked about this. You can place it on body or areas of your body experiencing pain, as it assists in pain relief while promoting health and wellness. Copper is very well known for health and wellness. Copper is also known as, I don't want to say an antioxidant. I don't think that's the word I'm looking for, but it is known to kill viruses. Definitely don't ingest it, but definitely something you could have near you to protect your health and wellness. I do have little pendants. I did not wear one today. They are about 2 inches in length. So you have another option if it's something you would like to wear and keep close to you. You could also wear like a waist chain with the Muladhara Key. I think that would be pretty darn cool. And it's, like I mentioned before, a perfect tool to work with in healing. You can place this in healing spaces, massage therapists, estheticians, Reiki, or other energy work providers. This is a great tool, even if it's something you want to place in maybe your bedroom, right? Somewhere where a lot of healing happens. I also encourage you to let spirit guide you with playful and creative inspiration on how to work with the Muladhara Key. The possibilities are truly endless, and you might be called to work with this beautiful tool in a different way that I have even mentioned. A lot of people kind of take these suggestions, use it as maybe a baseline, and then open their hearts to receive more information on how to work with them. I would absolutely love to hear your stories of working with the keys of the universe. So please, if you have something to share, reach out to me via my website at holistichealingtherapeutics.com to share your story. I would love to hear it. All right, guys, it is now time for us to draw our oracle card, and I am using Music Oracles. You guys know it's one of my favorite decks in order to read for this show. I just think it's so full of really good information, little good one-liners or little good inspirational pieces that you can take with me, or with you, not me, excuse me, and use it to move through your week, navigate it with grace. So think of your question if you have one. If you're just looking for a message from spirit, that is perfect too. And here we go. Okay. We have Lady Gaga. Turn bad romance into good business. Exaggerate your contradictions. I was going to say contraindications. Maybe that's a good word to fit in here too. Become the star that you were born to be. You deserve it, guys. You deserve it. Here is the card. Hopefully you can see that. Okay. To learn more about me and the incredible work that I do, please visit my website, holistichealingtherapeutics.com. I will place a direct link in the show notes to find the Keys of the Universe Muladhara Key. And before I go, I probably should have mentioned this at the beginning of the show, but if you are on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and leave some comments for me. I would love to hear from you. If you are on Facebook, give me a follow, a love, and drop your comments below. And if you are watching on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or your favorite podcast player, please drop me a 5-star review, and know that you can reach out to me anytime via my website, holistichealingtherapeutics.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. It was such an honor to be here with you guys today. And thanks for bearing with me as I choked through the smoke of the smudge pot. It is actually still burning. Can you believe that? Look at this. It is still burning. So we are still cleansing and purifying. That's crazy. I save my ashes to make black salt for protection. So yeah, look at that. All right, guys, I really appreciate you being here. I promise I will be back next week and we will be talking about Leo season. Who loves Leo season is a perfect time to shine. All right, have a beautiful weekend.